With the ButtKicker Gamer2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Welcome, race fans, here tonight with Area 51's Racing League, broadcasted to you by Freaky Fast Broadcasting, and we are tonight going to be taking on ISM Raceway in the IndyCar racing here tonight. It's going to be a fun race here for 100 laps, and we'll see who can bring home the victory here tonight with these guys as we are getting cars into the event. They're getting their practice laps down and getting to run around out there, but you know, I'm always going to be having a fun time here as I am going to be accompanied here with good old Brian Johnson and Zach Hall. How you guys doing tonight?
Hello everyone, doing pretty good.
Yes sir, good to be back here. I'm doing great too, Brian. I'm just excited to see some fast IndyCar action here, 20-second laps, sub 20-second laps here around this fast mile.
Yeah, that's right. We're going pretty fast here at Phoenix. Let's see, we're doing about 180 in the corners. And let's see, on the backstretch we got this closed dog leg again. And going in at turn 3, we're going about, let's see, Jim Brooks, actually Levi Cox went in there 196. So pretty fast here. Gonna be pretty quick again because of 1 mile racetrack, 100 laps. It's pretty much going to be a sprint race. Going to feel like a heat race, but with no feature.
Definitely. It's gonna be a fast one, that's for sure, Brian. And stuff can happen fast here too. That's the big thing. This is a short track, and in these cars, you cover ground so fast. It's just gonna have to watch out what happens in front of them. Keep their eyes peeled, and also probably track position. I mean, last time we were here, I know the guys talked about how hard it was to pass. So tonight, I think the big thing is going to be getting yourself out front, qualifying well, and putting yourself in the lead. And I believe Jim Brooks, last time we were here, he said that Bud Steele's the man to beat usually here. I can't exactly remember who won the Phoenix race last time.
Well, I know it wasn't him or Bud.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I want to say it was either Levi Cox or Ryan Kelly. I'm leaning towards Levi Cox, if I remember right. But yeah, you beat me to it because I was gonna bring that up how last
Ryan
time
Kelly.
here. Yeah, Ryan Kelly. You could not follow, and whoever had the lead capped it, and I mean, I bet he had the most laps led in that race too. So it may have been like a little bit of a learning thing, you know. Now that we've come here once, we come here for the second time, and things might be different. They do run that custom fixed setup that Charles makes, so maybe some adjustments to the setup were made. We don't really know, so it could be different, or it could be some of the same, but only time will tell with that.
For sure, for sure. Right now, our top 5 in points here, as I pulled them up. Actually, James, or well, I said James Brooks because that's what it is in Dan Lisa, but Jim Brooks is your points leader there with 3 wins in his 6 starts here throughout the season. He's got a 23-point lead over Jack Walls in second. James Lefford will be your 3rd place man. Corey Lane 4th, and Bud Steele will be your 5th place man. So Jack Walls with Jack Walls 23 points behind, and then to the next guy, James Lefford, is another 29 from Jack. So a 52-point gap there for Jim, all the way to 3rd, and then 58 all the way to the 5th. So Jim's got a pretty decent gap there. Jack's the closest in striking distance there, 23 points back, halfway through the season. So let's see who can make this next half of the season their half, because I would say the first half of the season, 3 wins. Jim Brooks definitely declared the first half as a Jim Brooks domination.
Yeah, of course. Ever since we went to Canadian Tire, his domination kind of slipped off a little bit there. But he still had some pretty good finishes, and just with those 3 wins, just massive points. I think if he can just stay as consistent as he has been, it should be okay. But a couple bad races, and then it's anybody's championship.
For sure, for sure. It can happen really quick here, you know that for sure in points. I mean, 23-point gap. That's less than 1 race there. So anything can happen. Got 6 races to go. We're starting our 7th race here tonight. Well, I believe, yeah, this will be our 7th, right? Yes, it will be our 7th. Yes. So yeah, our 7th race here tonight, and see how the second half of the season plays. I mean, anything can happen, Brian, just like you were saying. Really, everybody within, let's see here, I'm going to look at this again, sorry, go back down, but
Jack
really?
Walls come back from Disneyland.
True.
No, that's right.
It's good because he has a good shot for championship. All the way back to 8th was a really good shot, I feel like, because Charles Johnson, he's 73 points behind at 8th, so that's less than 2 races behind. Anything can happen. Charles Johnson also does have less than 1. He has only 5 races, so that's a heck of a accomplishment to be only 73 points back with 1 less race. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who in this next half, moves up, who moves down, or does it stay pretty similar? Because we've seen the pecking order change multiple different times from track to track, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, and speaking of tracks, looking ahead to the next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So this is race number 6 to go. So after this race, only 5 left, and those 5 are going to be Kentucky, Watkins Glen, Kansas, Charlotte, and Chicago. So pretty good mix there. We have 4 1.5 right there with Kentucky, Kansas, Charlotte, and Chicago, but all 4 of those are pretty different.
I think the turning point in that schedule is Watkins Glen.
Yeah, it's right in the middle point too, Robert. Pretty much. After that, they'll have 3 races, but the Watkins Glen one's going to be very interesting to watch. Of course, we had Larry England win at Canadian Tire. That was a one-off event for him there. We'll see if he comes to Watkins Glen, New York for that race.
And it is a Watkins Glen. It's the classic. So
Yeah.
no boots and no chicane.
You took the words out of my mouth. So yeah, total different layout.
Whoa, no bus stop. That's gonna be scary going off into the carousel.
Yeah, carousel.
They're gonna be
pretty quick.
They're gonna be going off in there about 200 mile an hour. That's pretty. That's bananas.
They might be hitting some bananas when we go off.
They're gonna slow down a lot for that carousel.
Rear of the car might come right around.
It's gonna be
But
wild.
yeah,
Can't
so
wait
you
for
got Watkins Glen, but then the other 4.5 miles, you got Kentucky, which is one I'm not very good at. I can't really speak on that track much, but it's very very different.
Very true.
Kind of flat, and then you got Kansas, which is kind of like right in the middle, I'd say, between Kansas and Charlotte, or I mean Kentucky and Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then of course Charlotte. Everybody knows Charlotte. That one is going to be a pretty good race, I think.
Yeah, that track's
Just
just
how the track is. It's kind of narrow too, so not a lot of room to make some stuff happen. And then you have Chicagoland with those big sweeping corners, and in those Indy cars going to have a lot of grip, I feel like. So a good 6 weeks, if you count tonight, a good 6 weeks ahead of us.
I don't ever recall seeing an Indy car at Chicago.
yeah, that you know, that was I was thinking the same thing, Robert. I haven't really seen that yet, but the interesting thing about Chicago is how different turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are. So I can't wait to see how that is. You know, we've seen this car be pretty dominant on the bottom all season.
Right.
I'm gonna be interested to see how 3 and 4 works on the bottom for the Indy car, because tell you what, Chicagoland has a lot of bumps in the bottom of 3 and 4. A Cup car can take it pretty well, but these Indy cars, how low they are to the racetrack, and the floor of the race cars are right on the racetrack. You know, them bumps can upset these cars very quick. It'll be interesting to see if they have to work the middle group there or what, because I haven't seen it like you said, Robert. So that'll be cool.
Either they're going to be bottoming out that bad that they're going to say, "Oh my God, hang on for dear life," or I don't know.
Yeah, you know, the thing about it is, you know, these cars are kind of like, I guess you could say, a skateboard. You know, if the skateboard bottoms out and the wheels come off the ground, then it turns to a snowboard. So it's completely different. When you bottom out in these things, you pretty much lose all turn in the car, and it just goes straight.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, it's very scary feeling, I bet, and we'll see how that affects them here tonight. But tonight is going to be, I think, really track position aero type game. You know, try to get out front and lead laps.
Yeah, I think you've got about maybe 5 laps to make your move, and after that, maybe not even 5 laps. But you have a very short window where you're going to be able to handle the rest. That's where the harshest transition. Oh, David Leclerc overdrove turn 1.
All right, we're back. There we go. Sorry about that.
We're back in a jiffy. Now it's qualifying. We're back in this qualifying. So, see who can put themselves on top of the board, because remember we just talked about how important clean air is going to be. At the moment, Jack Walls trying to make up the gap on Jim Brooks in points. He's going to put himself on provisional pole.
And Bud Steele there in second. Let's see, that's going to be 11,000. But he's going to hope that nobody qualifies ahead of him, Jack, right there. He wants to stay in second. Couldn't get first, so second is your next best option. David Leclerc with 19.261 take third, and everybody else a little bit slower. Ooh, as Robert Richards there takes third. There, about 10ths quicker. 3/10, 300ths.
That's a big difference in IndyCar.
It is. It's 100 times. I don't know.
Wow.
Well,
Qualifying's
Yet to
over already?
qualify. Did it? No, we're only about halfway through. A couple minutes
yeah.
left. Still got a good portion of the field yet to qualify. James Ledford, Ryan Kelly, Michael W. Spell, Dwight Plesh, Charles Johnson, Joe Marks. Right. So I don't think only person out on the track is Michael W. Spell, and he's just sitting there.
Yeah, he's sitting waiting.
All these guys must be thinking about the long game, having the long game in.
It's always good to have the long game in mind.
If green flag pit stops ever come upon us, that's gonna pretty big time to lose some time or gain some.
Pit road's huge. I can tell you that from my past.
I
We
don't
can win and lose.
I don't think anybody else is gonna go out.
I don't believe so, right? I mean, they got time with how fast these cars are, but I don't see anybody out even on pit road yet. So, well, Michael Spill's back there now, but he's been sitting there for a while. So,
Bring up
see
the
if he
weather.
does.
Let's see what the weather is
Look.
looking like.
Yeah, got a 81-degree track temp, so kind of a mild track, not too hot, a little bit on the colder side. 68-degree air temp. And as for Phoenixers.
We do got somebody out there. Ryan Kelly's going to see what he can do now here with less than a minute to go.
Yeah, he definitely waited.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say he definitely waited till the literal last minute.
I was just going to say with that little drop there, I'm not going to have time to give the shout out to our sponsors, but I believe everybody knows.
Yeah, got some eye-pitting, some Dirty Air podcast, and last but not least, ButtKicker, the ButtKicker.
That's right. Yeah, check out ButtKicker.com. And any product there, you can use Freaky Fast 20. Remember that with 2 E's for a 20% discount.
There you go. Yeah, you got the sponsors in there just as quick as they're going around this track, which Ryan Kelly did put down a 19.605. That's the first lap. Seems like the second lap is, so he's going to start fifth.
That he is. That he is.
All right, let's see here. Let's bring up our starting grid here tonight there, Brian, and we can run through it real quick, as it only looks like we got, what, 13 out there tonight? So I guess we could do all 13.
Yeah, 13. So tonight it's going to be the Freak Fast 13.
Yeah.
Which will start with Jack Walls there on the pole in his 83 Indy car, with Bud Steele on his outside in second. He's going to be, that was not going to work out if I could saying that. But anyway, Robert Richards is going to start behind Jack Walls third, David Leclerc fourth, Ryan Kelly in fifth, Levi Cox sixth, Jim Brooks in seventh place, James Ledford eighth, Timothy T. Wright ninth, Charles Johnson in 10th, Dwight Plesh 11th, Michael W. Spell in 12th. Joe Marks is going to round out the grid here, 13th place for this 100 lapper at Phoenix on this Tuesday night with Area 51.
All righty. All right, well, we're waiting for everybody to get on the track here. All right, there they are. Good. All right, Everybody's loaded. Listening to the humming of the motors.
Oh yeah, them little V6s.
Lawnmower power.
Twin turbo.
Turbo V6. Let's see. Quick. I can find the displacement of this thing.
How many liters is it?
Let's see here. Engine. It's going to
Kinda
be a
good.
2.2
Yeah,
liter
this is-
V6. So, you know, very. It's probably the bore size. The size of the cylinder is a decent size. It's probably a little bit smaller than what you would see in Honda. Maybe the same size, but the big thing is going to be the stroke, the amount of the length that the piston moves inside the cylinder. That's going to be really short, and that's how they achieve those higher
RPMs. Yes, sir. That they
Making
will.
anywhere from
high RPMs.
high RPMs, turning about 550 to 700 horsepower.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's a lot for a little 2.2 liter, man.
Yeah. And you gotta think about how light these cars are. You know.
Yeah. It just sounds, when you think of stock cars, like, man, they're running that much. But
Green
flag. So, but all right, well, green flag is out here as we're off for lap number 1 here as we go down into turn 1, guys.
But still.
But still got a good start, but he's up on that outside lane 1 and 2, not the place you want to be. And Jack Walls is going to clear him. Not what Bud Steele wants. So he's going to want that clean air as they're battling. Really, it's loose. It's wicked loose, I think. 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah. Levi Cox went around.
And so
Jack
is
Walls
leader.
almost.
Yeah.
He's got half of his front wing missing.
Let's go back and see what happened here, guys. Slow the replay down and see. Oh, did Jack get loose? Oh, yeah, he got
loose on him.
It got real loose.
Oh, big time. And everybody, man, Levi, like, oh, no, nowhere to go. Hang on.
Very, very interesting because these are not the V7 tires, so it's not cold tires that did that.
Yeah, well, I think
Maybe tire
we've
pressure?
answered our question. Well, we've answered our question from earlier. I think of if they change the setup at all to help these cars follow a little bit better. And I think they did change that setup a little bit because I don't remember those cars being that loose last time we came here. So they may have made some adjustments to help follow a little bit better, but at the cost of some handling.
Yeah, and right now the guys are. There you go. Here's a pace car. The front guys had to stop actually for the pace car to catch back up.
Okay, I was wondering what they were doing up there.
And they're gonna get back here going. But yeah, that was really weird. I didn't see any of that in practice either. So very, 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 very weird.
Do you think it could be maybe you changed the steering offset? Thinking, oh, maybe I need to adjust it just for the race?
No, the steering offset wouldn't cause that big of a change. No.
Yeah,
that's more of a preference.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know if it's the thing that's weird. I would say he caught the apron a little bit with his left side tire, but this track he used the apron first of all, and Levi Cox was up top, and he completely got, he just spun around. So like, it had to be something to do with the car. Like Brian said, maybe they made some changes to maybe make it follow better, because usually the problem you have following in these cars is you wash the front nose, so you get tight. So you would play with the weight jackers. If this wasn't a fixed setup, if this was open, you'd play with the weight jackers when you're behind a car to loosen it up. But you can't do that with a fixed setup, so these guys probably got to start them pretty loose to be able to follow. Also, the other race I believe we did was at night, I believe. I may be wrong. I believe it was at night.
You might be right on that.
And daytime is known to be a little slicker here at Phoenix, and 3 and 4 is very flat. It is colder outside, 80-degree track temp, 68 degrees, but we'll have to see here. I mean, Jack Walls looks like he's about to go back to greener with that messed up front
Yeah, I was
wing, too.
gonna say.
Yeah, I was
he
about to
didn't
say, is
pit.
that just me or do y'all see that too? I don't think he knows half his wing is missing.
Green flag.
It's gone.
That or we're having a graphical error. Well,
Right.
we all three wouldn't be having the same graphical error. I hope not.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, back to green.
Oh,
and-
he's
yeah,
tight.
you can already see.
Real
Yeah,
tight.
yeah, he couldn't even barely make the exit there. He actually got into the side of the car on the outside there, which is Robert Richards, who battled with David Leclerc.
Very little downforce on the front end of that nose, so cannot steer nearly as well as he used to. I mean, I guess the good thing is that he's missing the left side, not the right side.
Jim Brooks. Yeah, 1 and 2 is gonna be the biggest trouble because of how tight that corner is. 3 and 4 is flat, but 1 and 2 is just a tight radius corner. He's gonna have a big trouble there, and these guys are gonna have to work around him as Jack Walls is gonna continuously fall back with that damage.
I wonder right now if he's figured out what's going on yet.
He just
Oh,
wanted
he
to.
just went into
he's
the
in
wall.
Wow, good save though.
Lucky he didn't lose that right front wing. It's hurt. He's gonna have to.
He's gonna have
Man,
to pit.
it's unfortunate. Yeah, and he's gonna have to try to stay out, maybe catch a caution here for a little bit. If it doesn't though, he's gonna have to pick. 'Cause the pace is just gonna be so tough. You can see 1 and 2 just doesn't turn.
Yeah, I think his best chance was to, like you said, Zach, either catch a caution or he should have come down pit road right as the green flag came at, or the lap after the green flag.
Yeah. Because there goes Levi Cox by up, put him back to 12th. So that's last there. And there's a caution.
And there's what he was looking for.
Wow, very, very lucky.
And that looks like it has to
Charles
do
Johnson.
Charles Johnson. Spun it
There it
around.
is, in the 28.
Let's go back here, guys, and let's see. We can see. Oh, he just lost it. And into the inside wall. Oh, ow.
Pancaked
But
inside
yeah.
wall with the right side of that car.
Yeah, what I see
Baked.
from that really was just he got into the outside wall exiting 2. It slowed him up so much, and he was coming back left because he was steering out of the wall, but still really had nowhere to go. Just clipped him a little bit with that front wing. Sends Charles Johnson right into that inside wall also, but still losing that left front wing and actually getting some right side damage too. So, but still caught up in incidents twice
Oh.
early in the race. Oh wow!
Whoa.
David
That
Leclerc
was
almost
very
took the wing
close.
off.
All right, well, these guys are getting a little freaky for us here. I mean, we don't even have to say it. They're doing it for us.
Who said small fields aren't wild?
Right. Well, before I forget, though, guys, with everybody watching, as we all know, what happened to Ryan Newman yesterday, I do want to send out here over the air our thoughts and prayers to his family, friends, and everybody, and the NASCAR community. And I just want to say one thing. I got to get it off my chest. The haters that hated Danny Hamilton for celebrating, you can go, you know what, because he did not know. And that's all I'm going to say. You can blow my chat up all you want, but give the guy credit, because if you listen to the soundbite of Joe Gibbs with his pit crew down there when they were celebrating, and I don't know if you guys heard it, but I heard it.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
"Stop, celebrate, stop." And they all huddled and prayed. So once they got word, they stopped. So
Yes.
I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know if you
So,
guys...
yeah,
you
you don't know how to act if you don't know what's going on.
Exactly. You don't know the severity of stuff, extent of stuff when stuff's going on in the
Nah.
car. Also, Chris Lambert explained it as he was actually going on the check on Ryan Newman. That's Denny Hamlin's crew chief. If anybody wants to ask about who Chris Lambert is,
Right.
He went to check on because Ryan's pit box is right near him, and he was going to talk to his crew chief to see if he heard anything yet. And he had told Denny just to check up, and Denny had already unplugged his radios and everything going down the back straightaway. So at that point, they don't know about. I mean, you can immediately see it was. Anybody that thinks that is just they have a problem and they're just upset with their own life. In my
Well,
opinion. So.
I agree, because not to cut you off, Brian, there, but you know,
you could-
what was I going to get at here? You know, in any NASCAR race, at the end of the race, or even maybe that's not where I'm going to go with this. any wreck,
Green flag, green flag.
you don't know, okay? We all don't know how bad the severity is of that wreck. We never know, and you never will until they either, you know, we've seen wrecks where guys just popped right out of it. I mean, look at Austin Dillon. He hopped, man, his car was gone, like just the roll cage was there, and he hops out like, oh, good. You know, I'm going to go eat breakfast the next morning. You know what I mean? So, anyways.
Yeah. Absolutely agree with you there, Robert. Is Levi Cox actually is going back to green here? Is Levi Cox actually has the lead now? He stayed out there.
Yeah, David Leclerc had fell back pretty quickly there. Not sure.
Levi pitted on lap 2. That's his last pit. But yeah, just shout out to Ryan Newman for prayers for him. We're all relieved for the news.
We'll get back to the race, but Brian, if you got, I cutted you off, but if you anything you want to add real quick, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, no, I mean it's just you know, it's a miracle that he's alive and as well as he could be. It just speaks for the amount of safety things that to survive a hit like that is it's nothing short of a miracle. That's what it was.
Amen.
But yeah, and hopefully he'll get back up to speed pretty quickly, and who knows, maybe racing.
Maybe we'll see him at the end of the year or something. At some point.
Exactly.
That's all we can hope for. But man, you know, back to the race here. I gotta say, like, Levi Cox there had a lead. He just went to the top side in 3 and 4. I don't know why.
Oh, they're flirting with that wall.
Yeah. They're also flirting with them cones.
It's bright blue, so you know it's pretty easy to see.
Oh,
oh man!
Robert Richards.
That high groove, and David Leclerc up in the wall.
You know, I was talking junk about the high groove, and it's starting to work.
It is. I wonder if you know, the car being a bit on the looser side, if it's making that high lane work a little better for some reason.
There's you see Robert Richards go. Ooh, he missed the turn 1 and 2. Ryan Kelly here, past the winner here. Last time we were at Phoenix, he goes into 3 on the inside of Robert Richards. Oh, they touch.
Wow, he actually locked up the tires there, but
yeah,
straight.
Well, here comes Bud Steele maybe to look on the inside. No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. That's a smart decision here. I think the bottom's going to win out here for Ryan Kelly. You know, I would say they're loose, Brian, but they look tight.
They look loose
like
tight.
It's more of it's more of a lack of grip situation.
Definitely.
Lack of grip. I thought I'd never say that on an Indy car.
Yeah, it's pretty ironic.
We were just talking about, man, they got a lot of grip. Here we are saying, wait, a little lack of grip.
They got a bunch of downforce, but sometimes that doesn't always equate to grip.
Points leader Jim Brooks trying to make his way back to the field. He actually passed James Leffer going into 1 now. He's going to try to get on the inside here. Robert Richards here for 5th. Going to that top 5. Can he make the bottom stick? Trying. Side by side as they go through the dog leg. Can he make it work in 3 and 4? I think this could be a good shot, but 1 and 2 I think is the better one.
Robert Richards doing a good job to pinch him down in the middle of the corner, make sure he can't carry too much momentum on the exit.
I think he's going to get him right here. He should clear. There goes Jim Brooks. Robert Richards.
Hang on.
Yellow. Spin. Caution's out.
He really wanted to keep that position.
Yes, he did, and ended up into the wall because that's the 12 of Robert Richards right there. Oh man, unfortunate.
Well, let's go back here and see him slide up into the wall. And who's that coming? Okay, that would be the 48 of James. Good mover there. He just spun around, didn't catch nobody else, just himself. Yeah, guys. Wow, these cars are looking evil tonight. Evil Knievel.
Yeah, they look like they don't know what to do.
Yeah, because it's like on entry looks okay. In the middle, looks like they're getting loose, and then on the exit tight. So like I said, just kind of a lack of grip situation where, you know, it's just a hand.
We got two strategies playing out here a lot. Levi Cox here, he hadn't pitted since lap 2. Also got Bud Steele. His last pit is lap 10. So these other guys are all coming in, getting some fuel and tires now. You know how we always talk about this? This is not necessarily like the Cup car. These guys would be sitting ducks if this was NASCAR. Right now, they actually are going to be quicker. They have less fuel. Tires, I don't think are going to be that big a deal. I just don't see these Firestones degrading to a point to where the difference in the fuel will make a difference in the tires. So we'll have to see. But Levi Cox there, he's still on the same tires as lap 2, and he was pulling away from the field. So
Yeah, well, not even the difference between the tire wear and the fuel. You also got to equate into that the clean air factor.
very true.
I think that's more important than
Anything.
having less fuel or better tires. Just having that clean air. And these things, especially at Phoenix, a flat, short track, I think that's going to be more important. But the lighter fuel does help. Lighter fuel.
Yeah. Well, and he's also leading too, so he's got the double-edged sword there then. So he's got the clean air and the lighter fuel. That's going to be very nice. Now, the interesting thing is, I don't think that made anybody good to go on fuel because they pitted with about 75 to go there. I don't see them making it on 70% fuel tank. 75 laps.
Well, they can go about 60 laps was it last time?
55, 60, yeah. That's what I'd say.
Again, you'd think we'd figure this out.
You know how many different tracks and cars and combinations we go to, how many numbers? I'm Captain Crunch and I can't even crunch them numbers.
Green flag. You need to eat more Captain Crunch as we go back green.
I can't, I'm on a diet.
Oh, okay.
That's his excuse.
Right.
I don't like
Levi Cox.
It's a juice like every woman. They always have one.
Oh, no.
That was me.
Just
Kelly
joking.
looking, but Bud Steele coming on the outside, battle for second, right behind the bumper of Levi Cox.
I think if you're Ryan Kelly, you got to make use of them new tires very quick, and you got to get 3 wide going to the dog leg.
You just got put in a sandwich and turned into a banana split.
It'd be pretty funny if Jack Wells is involved because the car's yellow like a banana. But
That's an interesting theory.
well, we had a Ben and Jerry's split there because Ben and Jerry's on
There
Ryan
you go,
Kelly
yeah.
there.
You had half of
You
them.
had the ice cream, yeah. The Bud Steele's just a bunch of paint.
Come on now.
That's what his car is, a bunch of paint splatters.
Get a closer look at this thing. And you are right.
I told you.
He says
Battle
it gives
now,
him good luck.
Yeah, that's what he said. The battle right now, though, is Levi Cox and Jack Walls. That Jim Brooks got by them guys. He's up to 3rd points there. Levi Cox fighting hard on that outside line. Maybe the tires, maybe the difference on tires here does matter, Brian.
I think it reached that point.
It reached
The
that point.
last restart was okay, but it reached that point where
30
tires-
laps is probably too much.
Yeah.
So,
But
Well,
better to
take
figure
that.
that out in the first 30 than the last 30.
well, and Bud's got about 8 laps fresher than Levi, and he's sticking to the lead here pretty good. And Jim Brooks, though, closing up on the back of Ryan Kelly here. So we got a battle almost for second heat of his. I think Ryan Kelly's a little quicker than Bud. I just think he's going to be able to get by here. Because Bud's doing a good job of not giving that top to him.
Or, there's the clean air factor. I'll go back to that. Maybe quicker, but just very little downforce coming across the nose of that car. Of course, he's going to get it now with Bud still going to the outside. Ryan on the inside. He closed up a bunch right there. Ooh, whoa. And both these guys know they have to go right now. You got the championship leader behind you. Won 3 races this season. Been pretty darn good. Got to keep him behind you. There goes Ryan Kelly going for the lead. Can't do it on the inside there. Bud's got too much momentum coming off that high lane. And here comes Jack Walls after losing path of his nose.
Yeah, sitting on the pole. You know, he's got a bunch of speed. There's they flashed by for that time. Robert Richards, fastest man on the racetrack that last time by. Jim Brooks, though, he's got some company on the outside. Jack Wall's looking. Can't complete it, but he's gonna cross over.
Oh wow,
That's
good.
what he
They can
wanted.
definitely follow a lot better than they could last time.
Definitely can't look. Jack Walls, does he get clear? He does. Good job. Here comes Robert Richards. He's gonna look to the inside of the points here. Jim Brooks. Remember, Jack Walls, second man of points. He's got to get all the points he can in between him and Jim.
He can. Right now, he would be gaining at least 1 point,
That's for sure.
which is better than nothing.
And they're at clean air. I think that clean air is starting to play a factor because Bud Steele right there run the second fastest lap on the racetrack right there. Other than David Leclerc, he was the fastest man. And there again, fastest lap for Bud Steele. So Brian, like you said, clean air, very valuable after a few laps. It seems like you gotta fight off the horde. You gotta like fight them off for, you know, a little bit, and then once you fight them off, it just seems like you start to build a gap.
Yeah, kind of similar to the A car.
Yeah.
Somewhat, where you gotta fend. If you're in the lead, you gotta fend them off after the restart for about 5 to 10 laps, and then after that, you can start sailing away.
So far, Bud still put down the fastest lap with a 19.161.
That is quicker than any of our qualifying laps.
Shows you a well-placed draft, you can go quicker.
Robert Richards gets around Jim Brooks there.
Yeah. Jack Walls likes that.
Gotta think maybe Jim possibly saving some tire here.
Yeah, you know, Jim's known to be pretty conservative on the run here. Save what he can. We'll see how that plays out here when he's starting to get some pressure from David Leclerc. He's been pretty quick. But out front, but still running 1968s to everybody else's 1980s, 1990s, 1970s, 20s. So really starting to put a gap here now.
The sun has disappeared on the track.
Yeah,
Covered in shade as of right now.
we really haven't dropped too much temperature either here. Ambient still the same, 68 degrees, but we dropped about 2 degrees in track temp, so just a little variation in track temp, but not a lot.
Oh, somebody's riding the wall.
Uh-oh.
Who was that? Oh, that is Levi Cox, I think, guys. He is wrecked into one.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tied out of 4. Climbed the wall.
That's what I was saying. I just happened to catch it, and I watched him right here. Let's watch this ride. Whee! Oh, hey, Levi, you're going the wrong way there. Looking the wrong way. Oh, and then that thing just keeps bouncing, guys. Just bounces off the wall and then sends it right down to the inside wall. Yikes.
That car is so bent.
Oh, yeah, it's not working.
It's crab walking bad.
He's having a tough time getting around here.
That could be good aerodynamics right there, though. Oh my goodness, look at, oh my goodness, oh, into the wall again. I'm sure his pit crew's probably telling him, just take it easy, get it back here. That's okay, I'll just beat it up for a little bit more.
Yeah, you can hear him just even going down pit road. That car is crab walking so bad. Tires are squeaking.
He broke it.
That he did. See, it's his pit box there finally. Looks like
Boom.
everybody
Magically, it's better.
Magically, it's delicious.
I like looking at John's pretty pretty good. They're
What's
better
it?
than Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, Lucky Charms.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if you realize,
Frosted
Zach, but we
Flakes.
said that at the same time.
Oh, I know. I could tell you were about to say that's why I said it. I was like, he's about to say Maddie's pretty delicious.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get a sponsor from Kelly. At this rate.
Also, Honey Nut Cheerios. Those would be good too.
Those are good.
Man.
Good for your cholesterol.
We can't talk about cereal. So,
We can't talk about cereal. Why can't we talk about cereal?
Cause I can't eat it.
Why can't you eat cereal?
Cause it's grain. It's got sugar and carbs in it. I'm on a keto diet.
Oh Jesus, really?
Yes.
Huh. How's it working out?
Well, I've lost about 15 pounds already.
Nice. Good job. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to my high school weight. I let myself go after I got out of high school.
Yeah.
It's easy to eat stuff when you ain't got as much going on.
Very true.
Eating's good for you.
It is. If you eat the right things, eat the wrong things. And my metabolism is terrible.
Steak is good.
I can eat steak.
Green flag.
All right.
Good.
Well,
Somebody's gonna be eating steak after this race.
Oh yeah,
Victory lane.
that's for sure.
But still gonna clear for the time being. Robert Richards up underneath Levi Cox there for Ryan Kelly rather. One of these days I'll get all these guys straight. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They almost had him.
Ryan Kelly. Ice cream is all over the track.
Hey, went to go do that crossover and just put too much wheel in the car and went right around.
And those are the wrecks that you're glad it's a sim.
Oh wow! And Jack Walls had nowhere to go. He got demolished.
Yeah, he got banana splitted right there.
I like cookies and cream.
That's good stuff too.
Peanut
Butter
butter.
pecan is pretty good.
I'm not much of a pecan eater, but I like my favorite is peanut butter cup. Ice
That
cream.
one's good.
Yeah.
What y'all call them? Pecans?
Yeah, pecan.
A pecan?
Pecans.
It's always interesting to hear how people pronounce it. I like pecan. I like saying it pecan. But
Yeah, same. Although
every time I say that around some people, they'll be like, "It's a pecan."
yeah,
Like, I'm sorry.
I haven't heard anybody call it a peckin.
Huh? Yeah,
pecan.
right.
Yeah, I've never heard that, but I just thought about it. Anyway,
Yeah, anyways, we'll get off the food subject.
Off the food. I agree. We need to get off the food subject. Definitely.
We gotta pop up the weather here. Oh wow, track temperature dropped big time.
I've been in the clouds for a little bit now.
We're down to 77.
Yeah, it's down. Well, it's only down 4 degrees from at the top of the show there with 80. I think it was 81, right?
I think it was 81.
81.
Yeah.
So
When
4
we
degrees.
started the race, it was 80, but
Yeah, it's starting to. If it gets a couple degrees colder, that would be quite a big difference.
I would say we'll see the fastest laps here, right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the fastest lap of the race.
I wouldn't be
run.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see that temperature drops by the end of this race because we still got what 40 laps to go, 40,
Yep.
45, roughly.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, here probably I'd say we have still about another 30 minutes left, maybe a little less. Actually, no, hold on. They've been racing for 27 minutes. 'Cause Brian taught me a lesson. You gotta look at the results for the amount of time you've been
There
racing.
you go.
So yeah, I'd say we got about 30 minutes to 25 left still here. So the sun still can go down a good little bit. We'll see how that affects the cars. I think it's just gonna make them faster. So make maybe a little more horsepower. not much because it's only a few degrees, but the track definitely will like it.
Yeah, I think the track will do more than power would.
Yeah.
At temperature.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see when iRacing brings the V2 model to these cars, or the V7, I mean tire model,
Too.
because cold tires on these cars would be interesting for the first few laps.
Well, I
How they
think
build up the pace.
I could come up with a few more words than interesting for that. Half of them I couldn't say. I think it would be quite a handful.
Someone just wrecked, guys. Big
Wreck?
time. Big wreck.
Caution.
White
Dwight.
flash.
Yeah. Oh. That STP is, he's gonna have to bring it down.
That had to be some type of technical issue on this.
I think he was slowing down after
It seemed
catching
like
up
his
to the
brakes
field, and I
just
think
locked
it
off.
locked it up.
Yeah, it just seemed like his brakes went from 10% to 100 real quick. But I don't know. Interesting. Maybe the calibration of his pedals went off.
Oh, he is gonna bring it down pit road.
Definitely.
He's gonna have to get that thing and follow the pace car down, but we do got Bud still out here in the front. One of his favorite tracks that he's been saying. Everybody knows he's very strong at ISM.
That's for sure. He's showing it right now, Robert. Off into one. Great lead. David Leclerc battling Robert Richards. David Leclerc's been pretty strong too. I've been watching his lap times throughout this race. When he was in the lead, it was pretty good. See if he can get by this 12.
It was,
Oh,
and look who's in
run.
fourth.
Ryan Kelly. Or is it Ryan Kelly? That's Michael Spell.
Oh,
Sorry, they have a
Michael
similar
Spell.
shade. Oh no, and Jim Brooks is gonna get to his inside here. Well, Michael Spell up to fourth. Great run.
Right now down to fifth there is David Leclerc on the outside of Robert Richards. Trying to make something happen. Ooh, it gets a little tight right there.
Bud Steele is just driving away.
Yeah, and here comes Jim Brooks and the rest of the gang.
Levi Cox on the outside of Ryan Kelly. Like you said, Brian, it's the rest of the gang right there. Everybody in one little Peter pot. Oh, Levi Cox, what a crossover. Man. What a crossover he just pulled on Ryan Kelly, man. That was beautiful. Textbook. David Leclerc, though, takes on the second. Robert Richards. Oh, David Leclerc!
Oh,
He's flipping.
no.
He's a dancing. He's tap dancing. He didn't bring his tapping shoes.
This is pretty good.
Sometimes I make myself laugh only, but you know how it is. It's all right.
Hey, you got a little snippet of the Delara dance. After 8 weeks, you find it for a couple seconds there.
That thing was dancing, yeah. That was interesting too because turns in. Oh, apron. He got the apron.
Apron, man. Yep, don't touch the apron unless you plan on cooking.
It looks like Charles Johnson took his car behind the wall.
Oh yeah, he did, as well as Timothy T. right there.
Bud Steele stays out. Levi Cox
Yeah,
stays
ooh.
out. Ryan Kelly stays out. But you're going to have Robert Richards, Jim Brooks, Michael Spell, Jack Walls, and I believe James Leffert. Yep, James Leffert. Pit in the pit road here. Blue Dwight Plush is going to get his lucky dog. He's going to be back on the lead lap here at Phoenix, Area 51.
So what are y'all thinking about these NASCAR races coming up at Las Vegas here?
Oh, my bad. What did you say, Brian? I was zoned out.
Cool talk.
Well, I heard Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, what do you think about these NASCAR races coming up at Las Vegas this coming?
Oh, I'm super excited. I think we talked a little bit about this before earlier today, but you know, I think that first race after Daytona is always super crucial to see how the rest of the year might play out. It's not how the rest of the year plays out, but it's definitely a glimpse into the crystal ball, if you would like to say, for 2020. So, as a huge, Chevrolet Camaro fan, I really hope that new car works good at the mile and a halves. I'm really hoping. But we'll see. I'm sure Toyota and Ford are, they're always good there. So it's going to be wide open. I have really no expectations for a winner. It could be really anybody from the major teams pulling it
Yeah,
out next week.
I'm feeling a Toyota.
I look. That's a really good pick.
Yeah, I am. I think Kyle Busch is going to bounce back.
Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he was amazing at the Daytona 500. Amazing.
That engine won't though. The engine was something else.
It was trying to kill the mosquitoes, man. That's all they were
It
trying to do.
was.
They
It
were
was
tired
keeping
of it.
the bugs off the fans, which was good. He's doing them a favor. But I've never seen. Now, granted, it was under caution, but I've never seen an engine last that long after smoking a car.
Right. Yeah.
That's just
It's
called
That
the
thing
power
really
of the
sounds good.
junkness.
That's what you call. Yeah, the car ate a Snickers. Okay, that's what it needed.
It needed. Yeah, it needed a
It
Snickers.
needed to eat a Snickers.
Yeah, it should have had a
Act
Snickers
like
paint scheme
itself.
on instead of M&Ms.
It don't matter to me. I like all the candy, so.
He's the candy man. Cowboys is the candy man. But tell you who's trying to get the candy tonight. Bud Steele and Levi Cox up front. Ryan Kelly, they're third. Robert Richards fourth. Jim Brooks running in at your top five. Jack Walls there also in sixth. Seventh is Michael Spell. James Ledford eighth. And Dwight Plesh is your ninth place driver there. The final car on the blue lap. Let's see what happens here.
All tightened up here.
That's right, Brian. Got
Get
final 36 laps here.
Ricky Green. And Green's out. Here we go. Wow, Bud still got a great jump.
Yeah, really good restart there. Gonna force Levi Cox and Ryan Kelly to battle it out here, with Robert Richards right behind him.
Levi Cox is liking that high line.
And he's making it work. Kind of, sort of.
Oh, it was.
All right, that's it. We're not talking about anybody else.
Right. Let's see what happens here. Oh! Let's go back a little bit more. Coming out of turn 3 here. Going down to turn 1. And I don't know if Levi came down a little bit or Roberts went up a little bit, but they met at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I think mainly he had slowed up a little bit more than what Jim was expecting.
That's looks like he's going to have to take it behind the wall. Oh, no, he's crap shooting again down the in pit road. That would be Levi. See if he can get another fast repair or... And yeah.
Bud Steele is going to come down pit road this time. Everybody else is going to stay outside. James Ledford, Dwight Plesh, Robert Richard has some damage.
Yeah, from that it's in there, and also Levi Cox, no fast repair. So, night over for him, fortunately. Ryan Kelly assumes the lead here over Jim Brooks, Jack Walls, and Michael Spell, your top four who just stayed out here. I think that's the, Ryan Kelly pitted last time 52, Jim Brooks 61. Jim Brooks and Jack Walls and Michael Spell all on the same strat at 61 as their last pit, lap 61. So really looking good for them guys. Only 7 laps there between their stop and now. But Ryan Kelly here, he's nearing 20 laps on the tires pretty soon. So this will be an interesting battle here with these guys on new tires and then the guys on semi-new tires and Ryan Kelly leading with the oldest tires.
Yeah, it didn't work out before, and I don't think that's really going to change a whole lot now.
Very, very true.
But, you know, again, got that conveyor. Lighter fuel load, but it's going to be hard to fend him off. I think he definitely could do it. It's just a matter of how much tire he's got left.
Definitely does, Brian. Man, exactly how much has he got left? You never know. He might have a lot. Can Jim Brooks win his 4th race of the season and 6th, 7th race?
Well, he's got a pretty good shot right now.
Oh, Ryan Kelly is gone.
Disappeared into the abyss. That is.
He is pulling a magic trick, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he can't take Jim Brooks' trick.
He's not the magic man, okay, Ryan? You can't do that.
Yeah,
Magic man
Ryan.
Jim Brooks. Ryan, where's the Bojangles? Bring out the Butterbeer biscuit.
Nah, I'm saying he probably looked for a Bojangles and he said, well, you know what, I'm not going to paint one. So, I can't find one, I'm just going to run
I can't even
this.
imagine painting these things.
Yeah, right?
I wouldn't
That
even.
Ben & Jerry's, though, you know, that's pretty close to Bojangles. But pretty good.
Yeah, that's about it. They're both pretty good.
And that's what I mean. I need to say like they're the same. One's ice cream, one's breakfast. But we're back to green flag. Let's eat it up.
I think somebody needs to have dinner afterwards.
Yeah, it sounds like you're hungry.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm hungry.
I've yet to eat my dinner yet, so that is very true.
All these guys hungry for a win.
I got me a steak after the race, just like the winner's gonna have too.
There you go, yeah.
Ryan Kelly here.
Lap 1 of old tires. Proved successful, but
Jack
Jack
Wall's
Wall
done up.
right there.
He's playing the Jaws music right now on the mic. Ooh, Michael Spell taking on some colors. Battling with Robert Richards. Who can make it last? Oh, Ryan Kelly into the wall. I think a little bit there.
Did he?
If he touched it, it was slight.
I couldn't tell if he actually hit it or if he slowed up right before you did.
Very, very close in that 13.
Well, you see how they're kind of approaching turn 1 differently. Ryan Kelly a bit more of an arc. Jack Wall is just diving straight on in there.
Oh, we're riding
got the
along.
apron. And he saves it, but he's going to lose 3 positions.
Yeah, that thing is loose. We're just riding on here at the roll bar, and you can see him going at a turn, and it just shot out right underneath him. See if it does it again for him. Nope. He got it back under control, but yay, like you said, we lost a lot.
You got a battle for the lead going on right now. We got Jack Walls and Bud Steele.
He goes from the outside with the new tires. He looks like the smartest man ever now. What a move, man.
He's really good, able to navigate that old tire trap and assume the lead with fresh tires.
He goes by Ryan Kelly. Up to 4th. He's got new tires.
Mm-hmm. I was just ready to say that, and James does, and so does Dwight, so.
Very true.
Robert puts himself in fourth position right now.
These laps are going to click off really, really fast here. But hold on tight, because it could be over in a flash here, but still leading this race. Coming to 21 to go this time. But Jack Walls, that yellow Pennzoil machine as always, never gives up. He's in the fight for this one.
20 laps to go, or otherwise known as 400 seconds.
Well, we got the ticker up there down on the right-hand side showing how far he's back, and he's really not gaining. It's actually losing.
Yeah, I think those fresh tires, combination with that clean air, is, man, that's really good right there. And he's gapping him about half a car length every season.
I'll tell you what, we get an interview with Jack. You have to ask him how Disneyland was and all the walking he had to do, because I'm sure he feels good to sit behind the wheel again.
Well, if he finishes second, I talk to him. I'll make sure I ask him. I'm sure Brian will finish third, and I'm sure you will if he finishes first.
Oh yeah, yeah. He showed some images on Facebook, and I think the family tried to kill him. That's about all I can say. It's like, oh my goodness, dude.
He's put together a good past couple laps there.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was able to gain some, but now just lost it all.
Looks like the closer he gets, then it stalls out on him.
Yeah, I think you're right, Robert. He gets there, and then he loses. Like, as soon as he gets there, he loses everything back that he had. And then he's got to reset and do the same thing over again. It's just never-ending battle sometimes. These O's, I think, is that Robert Richards, he's into the outside wall and hit some of them cones down there. Ryan Kelly's going to jump to his outside back there. And he's actually going to get him. I think he got a slow down.
Oh, yeah, if you go down below those cones.
Yep, he got him a slow down penalty.
That's considered cutting the course. If you do any road racing, we all know about those.
Not fun.
Especially at, was it Sebring?
No,
Spa.
Yeah.
Spa, the worst.
Well, we can bring up here in the center something that this offers. We can see their lap times and see if Walls is catching it or not. On lap 86, he actually was faster. We'll see this time by on lap 87, and he was faster 2 laps in a row. 7/10. He's catching.
He's closing that gap again like he did about 5 laps prior, or go.
He gets there, but
3 and 4 is not working out.
yeah.
That time by, he lost everything he gained on lap 86.
He's having to run a much tighter line also to get out of that dirty air, that turbulent air behind Bud. You see Bud's running a couple lanes up.
Yeah, I think it's a bubble. That's what it reminds me of. It's like you get so close and then the bubble says, oh no, I'm going to push you back.
Yep.
And that time they both ran the same lap. 19.704.
Very close stuff right now. Still, they say these two guys tango.
10
Got Jim
laps.
Brooks still lurking back there.
9 laps to go. And
And he'll bounce in a hurry if these guys get side by side.
I think Bud can hold him off. I don't think he's got anything unless Bud absolutely slips up by accident or loses his focus just for a second. That time, Walls was faster there. And he's coming back for that push again, guys.
Yeah.
Bud got a little tight out of 2 there, lost a little bit of momentum. Jack Walls had a decent 3 and 4.
Oh, they were split again. Oh, nope. Never mind. He was faster. I thought they ran the same lap time there again.
He gets right up behind Bud Steele and just can't do anything.
It looks like it's
With
really
what's
tough
given
to
him.
follow in 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
See, it just, yeah, I don't. It's not looking good.
And not for Jack Wallace, for Bud Steele, this is looking fantastic.
Yeah, this is what he wants.
That is for sure. He's going there. He's got 6 to go. Coming to 5 to go this time as they go through the dog leg. He's saying, all I want to see is that checkered flag. I don't want to see no yellows, no green flags ever again.
Yeah, he wants to see the world in black and white.
That's right.
Yeah, he started. I think Jack used everything up in the car that he had.
Yeah, it's so tough to stay there continuously. You just kill the tires, having to drive the car harder and harder to stay there in that draft. I'm sure that's what's affected him now. It's just continuous lap speed in that dirty air just accumulates. And it's no fun. And we also got to say there's a difference. There's about a 6 lap difference in tire between those two. So Jack Wall's maybe hitting the tire wall here. So as Jack, actually Jim Brooks there is actually a little bit last time with Jack, but not too much more so. Blue Jack should still be able to hold on to that 2nd place position here as we're coming to 2 to go, but still takes us across the front finish line into 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, he pulled out to about 2nd lead.
Yeah, he's really strong. He wants to see all he wants. White. Once that's out, I think it's over.
And there it is right there.
1 lap to go here. Into 1 and 2 for the final time for Bud Steele in that 6th. Looks strong all night. We've heard rumors he's the man to beat at Phoenix. Guess what? He won last week at Michigan. Is he gonna go back to back through 3 and 4 for the final time? Jack Walls ain't gonna have enough, but Bud Steele is. He's your winner tonight here at Area 51.
Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the top 3.
Yes, sir, top 3, Bud Steele, Jack Walls, and Jim Brooks. Your podium finishers tonight here at Area 51 after this 100 lapper at Phoenix. As the sun sets off in turn 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, whichever way west is, Bud is going to burn them down. Maybe. If he can get them going. There you go. And
There you got it.
there you go.
There you
Gotta get him
got it.
ignited.
All right, guys. Well, we'll get everybody for our post-race interviews here tonight with good old Bud Steele, Jack Walls, and Jim Brooks. So we'll be right back after we get these guys ready. All right, we're back live here with Area 51 at ISM Raceway in their IndyCar series here on Tuesday nights. And we have Jim Brooks finishing third with Jack Walls finishing second and Bud Steele bringing home the win. So, all right, guys, well, the floor is yours, and let's see how the race went for everybody here tonight.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, we'll get talking first here for third place man tonight and also points leader, Jim Brooks.
Hey, Jim, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do, Brian. How's it going?
Going pretty good. Well, you didn't get that elusive fourth win here tonight, but you did finish third. A great points night for you. With just getting that points lead even bigger. How was that car for you tonight?
It's a little bit of a challenge. I don't know. I was figuring it out better at the end there. They was really good on the first 5 or so laps, then it started pushing a little bit. So I just didn't get the feel of 3 and 4 until probably too late. But in general, I mean, it's a tough track, but it was...
Yeah, we saw early in the race, even on the first lap there in 3 and 4, a bunch of cars getting kind of crazy loose there. Was it it sounds like later in the run it started pushing, but early in the run was it loose, or was it just kind of like a lack of grip situation, just the car not settled the track?
Yeah, I think it was grip. The tires weren't warmed up. But when we were practicing earlier with the same setup, we didn't really have any issues, but I don't know, the track temp may have changed or whatever. It seems like with iRacing, anytime you go from one session to another, things can be different. But yeah, I think tires just needed to heat up, because once they did the second, third lap, you were fine. It wasn't loose anymore, and then it started getting tight.
Yeah, that's what we saw. Well, next week we are going to be at Kentucky Speedway, so quite different than ISM here, but quite an interesting track. I know on the stock car side of things. How do these Indy cars fare at Kentucky?
Yeah, they'll be okay. It's wide. That always helps a lot. So you got some room to move around, and that helps cut down on cautions, which is what I really want more than anything, is green flag runs, so we can have green flag pit stops, and I usually do better on those than the average. So that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, we definitely see you rise to the occasion on those longer runs with those green flag laps, like you said. Before we let you go here and celebrate your third place finish, is there anybody you would like to give a shout out to?
Area 51 in Charles, it's a good league that he created, and I think, Indy cars aren't growing as fast as we'd like, but we'll work on that, and maybe you guys, as people see it, they'll get interested. But yeah, the league is what I would.
Absolutely. Well, again, congrats on your third place finish, and we will catch you later.
Thanks. Hi to Robert.
All right, those are our third place man, Jim Brooks, are also our points leader. So now we'll get the man trying to catch him in points. Here, Jack Wall finished second tonight, so made up a few points there on that 23-point deficit. Let's see what he had to say about his race tonight. Hey, Jack, it's Zach in the booth. You got a copy?
It's a 10-4.
Awesome, man. Well, good race tonight. First thing I really want to get off, ask you is that beginning there, you set on the pole tonight, and then you kind of lost it going into 3. Was it just out of the blue, or is that did it catch you by surprise? Because it certainly surprised us, because we had 2 cars go around there in 3.
Yeah, it surprised me. I didn't have that happen at all during practice. I could run 3 and 4 flat out, and I don't know, maybe just having more cars behind me caused the rear end to get late. And I was watching it, and I caught it, but Bud was behind me, and then I think he may have got closer to my left rear wheel and got me loose again, and then he had to check up, and then he got hit, and I got hit. And then there was a mess up with the pace car not coming out right away or something, so I couldn't even pit to get a repair. So I stayed out, and because the pits were closed, and I just couldn't steer after that. I think I dropped all the way to the back because my car just would not turn.
Yeah, we seen that. We actually, yeah, that's a good answer there because we actually were questioning why you didn't pit with. We didn't know if you didn't know you had the wing damage, but yeah, that looked very tough to hold through there. Luckily, you caught a caution there to get you to come back down next time when the pit was open, and got you some your front wing fixed there with the fast fix. But man, what a battle between you and Bud there at the end. You could close in there a little bit right to his bumper, but it just seemed like the dirty air was so hard to follow. Was it super tough tonight there behind the leader?
Yeah, it's hard to pass when somebody's running good. It's just very hard. But I think Bud had a little bit fresher tires there. I think when that last pit stop, he was running up front and he pitted, and I stayed out. And I was trying to catch up to him with about 10 laps to go, but I felt like I was burning my tires doing it, and I didn't want to lose second place, so I just raced the track, let the car do what it could do, and finished it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it seemed like. Yeah, he had about 6 laps fresher than you, so definitely seems like it played a little factor, but I tell you what, he didn't make it easy on him. He definitely made him look in the mirror. Also, before we let you go and let you shout out some people, Robert made sure we wanted to ask you how was Disneyland last week?
That's brutal. That's a death march. I went with my son and daughter-in-law and my granddaughter, and of course they're a lot younger, and they just walked my legs off each day. And the crowds were unbelievable. There was so many people there. The waiting in line got up to like 4 hours in some of the rides. Yeah, I just can't see it. Luckily, we had some fast passes. We were able to avoid that. And I think the worst line we waited in was about an hour and a half. But that's just crazy for what you pay to get into Disney World and then have to wait in line. That's
what I said.
Yep. That's definitely. I actually have never been to Disneyland yet. Unfortunately, I've been to other amusement parks like Busch Gardens and stuff, but they've got to check out Disneyland. But yeah, I know the walking to death out there for sure. But that's awesome, man.
Yeah, my other piece of advice: take a lot of money. Everything is like 3-4 times higher than anywhere else.
They definitely mark it up there. They know you're inside there and you're pretty much stuck in there for the day, so they want to say, hey, we're gonna make a few bucks on you. But hey man, great race tonight. Finished second. You also made up a few points on Jim there in the points lead. You're 23 coming in tonight, so maybe coming out of here 21 or 22 back since you finished one position ahead of him and you led some laps. But yeah man, great race tonight. Before we let you go, anybody want to shout out?
Yeah, just to thoughts and prayers out for Ryan Newman and his family, and I hope he recovers. And I'd like to see him back in the number 6.
Definitely. I'm sure we all here have the same sentiments there, Jack. And we'll catch you tomorrow night.
At 10-4, thank you.
No problem, man. You have a great night. All right, guys. That was Jack Wall, your second place finisher tonight. Coming back from Disneyland vacation. And made up a few points here tonight in the IndyCar Series, so good stuff for him, as always. But we do have the man who won tonight here, Bud Steele, and we will get a talking him with Victory Lane with your own Robert Moyer Jr.
All right. Hey, Bud, Robert up here, man. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got to Robert.
Hey, man. Congratulations on getting your win, man. You started tonight in second position. That IndyCar, man. This is your home, man. What is it? What is it about this place that you like so much?
Man, I probably from running so many Dallara dashes here when I was first starting out. I just ran into a guy by the name of Morten Hansen from Scandinavia, and we'd run this track, a dozen times a day. Well, the old Phoenix, which not a whole lot different, but it's just a fun track. It's one of those tracks where you just definitely a rhythm track.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, definitely you showed the rhythm out there tonight, man. You led a lot of laps out there. You bring that I don't need a color splashed Indy car home.
Ugly car. Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it? The ugly car? Because it's
The ugly car.
yeah, I don't know, man. It looks like just somebody got mad at you and said, "Here, drive this thing," and you're like, "Sure, man, you're winning." But hey, man, you go back to back now here in this car. Are you excited for next week's race? And do you think you can make it 3 in a row, just like Jim Brooks did at the beginning of the season?
I can't remember where we're going right offhand. Is it Kentucky?
I think it's Kentucky. Yeah,
Kentucky. That's a good possibility. We'll see. I like Kentucky. I've run it quite a bit. So yeah, it should be a good race.
All right. Hey, man. Well, congratulations. You get back to back. Well, hopefully you can tie and get your 3rd victory here next week at Kentucky, man. But we will catch you tomorrow night in what cars are we running tomorrow night? I'm sorry.
Sprint cars
That's
at Milwaukee.
That's right, sprint cars. So, how do you feel about them cars tomorrow night there at Milwaukee?
You really got to get used to them. It's been a while. A lot of power there for a small car. It's a lot of throttle play. And Milwaukee, that's a really good track for them. But it should be interesting. I'll put it that way.
It's going to sound like it. Well, we can't wait to go live tomorrow night at 8:55. These guys there at Milwaukee with those cars, and be the first time we see them out in action. And I never drove them, so I don't have a clue what we're about to ready to see. But man, well, we're gonna let you go celebrate this victory and get ready for that tomorrow night. Is anybody want to give your shout outs to before we let you go there, Ben?
Well, I've followed Ryan Newman since day one of his NASCAR career, and always liked the guy. And he, I just hope he can recover to. I don't care if he races again. I just hope he recovers enough to have a full life.
Yes, I agree. I'm actually a Ryan Newman fan. Followed him since day one back in Penske, so grew up watching Ryan Newman. But yeah, we all up here in the booth wish him and the family the best, man. But all right, man. Well, we'll let you go celebrate this victory, and we will talk to you tomorrow night here at as we pack up and head to Milwaukee with you guys.
Okay, Robert. Good talking to you. Hope to talk to you tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Right. All right, Kate. Take care, bud.
All right. You too, bud.
All right, guys. That was your winner tonight, Bud Steele here at Area 51 at ISM Speedway, and his 2nd win of the season, back-to-back here in the IndyCar Series at Area 51.
Yeah. Have you guys ever ran those cars yet that we're going to be running tomorrow?
Is it the Silver Crown car?
Yes.
Is that what they're talking about? Okay, I didn't, because he said sprint car. He said sprint car. I was like, they're driving a dirt car on asphalt, or I think they're driving the Silver Crown car.
It's the it's a
sprint. I mean, it's a sprint car. It's an asphalt sprint car. Or actually, there's no one's up. There's a Silver Crown and there's a sprint car. That's an asphalt sprint car, isn't there? I've never drove
this straight here.
Brian drove them.
I don't know. I have to look at the schedule. I have to let me know which car because I don't own it, so I have to buy it. So I want to make sure I get the right car.
True. I was about to say I have to buy it too, but I forgot. I remember I won't be here tomorrow night. So.
All right. Okay. Well, let's. Where are you going? You're not allowed to take off. You didn't put in your 2 weeks. Oh, that's right. You did tell me that. Crap.
Yeah, I did tell.
Crap. I tried to get one there on him, Brian.
Okay. Yeah. So real quick, going back to the sprint car Silver Crown debate. So the Silver Crown is more like it's almost like an oversized go-kart.
Right. It's got like a nose on it too.
The sprint car is essentially
an asphalt
sprint car. So
yeah.
I will have to buy those as well. I only have the Silver Crown, which was a fun little guy, but nobody racing. So yeah, those things should be really, really good at the Milwaukee one. You know, that low center of gravity help. But I
Okay.
assume we want to head off to the results here.
Yep. I got them up there and ready for you to run through our, 12? 12.
Yeah,
That
12
started
guys
something.
that, 12 guys that started. Starting off with our winner, Bud Steele there. Did a good job tonight. Everybody said he was the man to beat a Phoenix, and he definitely showed that tonight. He's going to be followed by Jack Walls in second. Then we got Jim Brooks in third, Ryan Kelly fourth, Michael W. Spell in fifth place, James Ledford sixth, Dwight Flesh seventh, David Leclerc in eighth, Robert Richards ninth, Levi Cox 10th, Charles Johnson 11th, Timothy T. Wright going to round out our 12-car field here.
All right. Well, that rounds that out. All right. Well, guys, do you have anything else you want to add before we get ready to sign off here tonight at Freaky Fast with Area 51 and head on to Milwaukee Mile tomorrow?
You know, I gotta say, tonight's Phoenix race, while it did have more cautions than the last one, I think the racing was better. It seemed like cars were able to be a little bit more racy there. But yeah, next week at Kentucky is going to be pretty interesting. I hope it's a night race with these things. Tons of grip, the track then. But you know, tomorrow night with Milwaukee Mile, and that's going to be a really good race. I've never actually really watched an asphalt sprint race on iRacing, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to turn out, but I know that that car and track competition really walk track. Yeah, off to tomorrow night without Zach.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will not be here tomorrow night, so I will catch it by Thursday night. Great race here tonight, Air 51 IndyCar here at Phoenix. Before we sign off, really, the biggest thing I want to say is prayers to Ryan Newman's family and Ryan Newman himself. We're all wishing a speedy recovery for him, and yeah, hoping for the best for that. So that's oh yeah, also no dirty. I want to also say this: no dirtier podcast this week due to that. You know, we're really just trying to focus on Ryan's health and not, you know, speculate too much on stuff. So just really hoping the best for him, and yeah, I'll catch everybody again Thursday and on for some cup action. So I'll make sure to tune in a little bit and say something to y'all tomorrow night. So I'll check out the sprint car action. That sounds crazy, so I hope y'all enjoy that.
All right. Okay. All right, well, we're going to sign off here. We will catch everybody again tomorrow night at Milwaukee Mile here with Area 51 at 8:55 when we go live on YouTube and Facebook. But until then, we're going to pack our stuff here at Phoenix and head our own way to Milwaukee Mile. But until then, God bless everybody. Peace out. Love you all.
Later, fellas.
Goodbye, everybody.